Hey guys, I am Lindasha and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to have you guys here today. We are going to be having our last video for the Abundance and Harmony series that I started in May. I decided to do a series of videos from May 15th through June 15th. And June 15th is on Monday. And so this is the last video that I'll film before then. And I wanted to do a series on health, wealth, love, and money. So if you look back at the last several videos that I posted, all of the topics have kind of been surrounding one of those two areas. And we have had so many things that have popped up in the midst of this series that I really couldn't have predicted. And so I've tried to make sure to create a video that also is fitting and relevant for the times that we're in, while also staying true to what the vision was for this series, which was to get our mindsets to be in a place of just abundance and harmony. And although that may not be the space where that everyone is in, our goal should be always trying to get into that atmosphere of just having the fulfillment that we really want in our lives. And that's a certain energy. So today's video is going to be about manifesting, okay? It's going to be about manifesting. And in essence, we're going to talk about a woman's guide to finding her highest self or her best self. And for some of us, even if we've touched that or we've known it in our past, some of us have to find ourselves again. And I wanted to really sit down and end this series just from a place in my heart whereby I'm consistently implementing these practices, no matter what's going on in my external life, no matter if I'm succeeding in a moment or I feel like it's the complete flop right now. I can sometimes personally be on a journey, whether it's with my health or with my own emotions. Again, the time that we're in right now, we are in the middle of several different crises in our country. And so health and racial injustice and leadership gaps they have us all just sometimes discombobulated, right? And so you have to sit down and really get yourself connected to people and individuals who are speaking a message that is pushing you into something that is a wanted experience. We can encounter our days and so many things come to us that are like, no, I don't want that. How do you then manifest and take your own power back in order to say, I'm going to intentionally put myself in circumstances, situations, and atmospheres that bring life into me and encourage me to keep striving for excellence and to keep striving for the best that I can do. Now, note that I didn't say perfection, because there are a number of women out here, when you hear this message, some of you go a little bit further into thinking that this message is about you being perfect. It's not about a perfection complex at all. This is about finding the sweet spot between what your strengths are, what you're capable of, and also producing from that place. Whatever you're weak in, whatever you're not good at, whatever you just are like, that's not my thing. I think that a woman who manifests her highest and her best self is very clear on what she's good at and what she thrives in, and also those things that are the gifts of other people. Basically, those are the people who should be on her team. Her areas of weakness is that's for somebody else to thrive. And she has enough confidence and she has enough posture and she has that thing about her that allows other people to move in their strengths as well, because we actually need each other. We cannot do everything. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about with manifesting is so interesting because there was an incident that happened a few days ago with a very popular African-American entrepreneur female, where she got online and she talked about the type of husband that she was trying to manifest in her life. And she's very well known for a message of manifesting. And I actually have enjoyed a lot of the items that she's put out in her brand, her makeup, her books and stuff like that. And so, when she made the statement, she made people mad because she said she didn't want a man who worked a certain type of job or a 9 to 5, but she wanted a man who matched her lifestyle. That's what she was trying to manifest and bring into her life. And people really, really, really took issue with what she said. And so, one of the things that I thought about the situation is that when it comes to manifesting, which the definition of manifesting means to bring forth, right? It means to bring forth something in your life. It is when you get beyond just the thinking, when you get beyond just the feeling and the emotional experience that you may have when you're meditating about the thing, or when you're visualizing the thing, or when you're journaling the thing. Manifesting is when you have begun to put certain actions in place and that thing is coming into your life. So she's in a stage where she's ready to move out of single life and she's ready to have her partner. She told the world what she was manifesting, and the world came for her. Okay, and she came back, and I loved her response. She was like, "Look, I didn't mean any harm to anybody who has a certain type of job. I'm just talking about what I want for my own life." And I don't really have a dog in the fight personally. I'm just kind of observing, where people are right now in terms of the statements that you make. And I'm learning lessons from her as an entrepreneur more so than a woman manifesting a husband. But one thing that I wanted to do in terms of giving these tips about how do you manifest your highest self, your best self, and finding who you are is, the first thing is, we don't all want the same things. So one of the biggest lessons I took from her situation is that she's trying to tell the world, I have no problem with anybody else, but I know what I desire. I know what I want. In the art of manifestation, the first tip that I have for you guys is that you have to have a vision for your life. Okay? You have to have a vision for your life. Now, when I talk about a vision for your life, I'm talking about, what images do you see? When you see yourself in your mind, in your heart, in your own thoughts, what images come to your mind? Are they images of beauty? Are they images of power? Are they images of graciousness? Do you see yourself as fierce and edgy? Do you see yourself, whenever you're thinking about who you want to become or the next version of yourself and moving forward in your future, is that a simple person? Is that someone who's very simple, very laid back? Whatever words and whatever images come to your mind, it is necessary for you to capture those images and to really take that message to heart with yourself, because that's what you're working towards, right? Like, one thing about manifestation is that no one can ultimately give you a vision for your life, right? That is sustainable. I know that for some of you, you may have had parents, or you may have friends, or whatever. People put these different pressures on you to be something, to do something. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to reach within yourself and pull out the vision that you see for your life and begin to work for that. And it will be an internal and invisible thing. The second tip that I have is, especially as a woman, do things that boost your self-esteem. Okay? I can't say this enough. Your self-esteem, especially as you get older, it is going to be hit in so many ways, right? There's going to be something coming for you left and right. It can be a simple conversation at dinner with a friend, and they say something that rubs you the wrong way. Like, you look inside, like, really, did that just come out your mouth? I know there's a big conversation online right now with Insecure and what's going on between Molly and Issa. But at the end of the day, each woman needs to continuously do things that boost her self-esteem. And when I say that, I mean, what makes you more confident? What makes you internally more confident? What situations allow you to believe in yourself? And one of the big things for me is that I know I become more confident when I study something. Like when I study and I learn how to achieve what I want to achieve, I absolutely become more confident, meaning I don't care who's sitting at the table, who is at the in the board meeting, I don't care what lawyers I stand up against. When I have studied something for myself, when I have reached out and done the work for myself, there is a confidence that happens that it doesn't, no one can take it from me, right? And so that may be, of course, the way that I gain confidence. For someone else, it may be something else. And that's what you have to kind of study yourself to learn. Is like, when am I most confident? When am I most solid in whatever it is that I am doing or trying to achieve? So if you're trying to lose 15 pounds and you haven't done it yet, your confidence may come from watching more videos to get insight on how you need to, move in order to achieve that goal. If you want to focus more on savings, then you may have to practice a certain discipline in order to get that number in your savings account that you're working towards. But I believe that you should do things that boost your self-esteem, because you take the wrong hit, you get in the wrong romantic relationship, and all of that will be shot, okay? And you'll find yourself having to rebuild again. And that's not always easy to do. It's not always easy to do, is to continue rebuilding. So an ounce of prevention over a pound of cure. That's what I like. An ounce of prevention over a pound of cure. Number 3 is you have to manifest from the inside out. Right? You have to manifest from the inside out. A lot of us spend a great amount of time looking on the outside and then trying to figure out what we want to do. You're looking at social media. You're looking at celebrities. You're looking at your family members who you feel have done, have gone a little bit further in life than you. You're looking at maybe sometimes your children, and children can receive a lot of glory because they have not been in the world as long as us, so they're a little bit freer. They get to move a certain type of way. People give them a lot more grace and forgiveness than they give adults, and sometimes that's rightfully so. They haven't been here, and some things you should know better to do. But at the same time, you can have people who are envious of babies, unfortunately, because they feel like the children are more free. What I want you to understand is that always looking externally is never going to get you to the place where you are actually able to live out the version of yourself that you have on the inside. And not only that, but people on the outside will very often say things that are just like left field. People speak from their own perspectives. They don't speak necessarily from where you are. They speak from where they are, okay? And they may not even be on whatever it is that you're on. And that's when you have to kind of pull from a more gracious place in your heart, and even maybe put some distance between yourself and those people if they're not really vibing where you are. Go find your tribe, right? Go find your tribe, because the people who have manifested from the inside out will understand what you're talking about. The people who have gone after goals that are inside of their own soul, inside of their own heart, they will know, like, girl, I peep you, I hear you, I know what you're saying is accurate. And if you have that, feel free to comment below. Like, tell me your story and say, hey, I continuously, practice manifesting and goal setting from the inside of me, and this stuff really works. And so the last tip that I have, this will be a very, very quick, much more quick video. The last tip I have is I wanted to talk about the law of attraction, right? And so I don't know how many of you have heard of the law of attraction. If you've heard of it, comment below. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe, guys, so that other people can see this information as the channel is growing. I wanted to talk about the law of attraction. And first of all, if you're coming from a religious background, any type of religion, I don't know how you may feel about the law of attraction. I'm not trying to start a debate on that. I know, like, in terms of, for me, I've never seen a competition between how I understand the law of attraction and God as a creator, right? The law of attraction is about being able to speak and think and feel, embrace the atmosphere of what you want before you get it, right? So it's the idea that when something happens on the inside of you, when a thought comes on the inside of you that awakens you or causes you to be alive, or when you are attracted to something, maybe it is a certain type of home, or it is a certain type of neighborhood. It may be of some sort of fashion. For some of you, it may be melodies that you hear. You hear these melodies. There's so many forms of the law of attraction, in my opinion, and it's just the idea of being able to go towards what you're attracted to, and it's speaking forth what you're attracted to. I'm attracted to abundance. I am attracted to wealth. I am attracted to positive atmospheres. I'm attracted to positive people. I'm attracted to people who are insightful and full of knowledge and intelligence. I'm attracted to those things, right? Even if I wouldn't want to be, my eyes light up when I read a statement that really resonates with me. I have visions. Even now, I have things that I'm journaling several times a week now. It was almost every day when we were in the height of COVID, but I'm journaling this next version and this next level of my life, and I'm completely excited about it. I am gathering a team around what this goal is, and I have a lot to learn about this next level, but there are all of these things that are occurring in my life right now that are helping me. Some people call it the universe or whatever else. I believe it's, my steps are being ordered. God, your creator, however you wish to talk about it. I'm not here for semantics right now in this video, but I know that what I am going for is coming for me as well. I actually recently had to go pick up some dinner from a restaurant, and they just now opened up their bar for people to come in and grab the food. And it was so crazy because we're practicing social distancing, and one of the guys who was there getting his food, we talked for a little bit, and the conversation literally went into the direction of some of the goals that I am trying to achieve over the next 10 years, or by the time that I'm 40. It's like 8 to 10 years. By the time that I'm about 40, I want to achieve these things. And it's crazy how I'm being redirected and how things are opening up for me. And that is the law of attraction. It's the idea of not being afraid of what you want. And so many of us keep it bottled up, and we may not feel safe with the people we're around or any of that to talk about what it is that we truly want for our lives. Some of you want better health. Some of you really want to commit to a better body and a better mindset. And you're just scared because you're around so much negativity, and it's just, you don't know how to get away from it. And so what I would say to you is, don't be afraid. The law of attraction is about what you're being attracted to is being attracted to you. And especially if it's those, on both ends, if it's anxiety and depression, if that's what you keep focusing on and the negative things that have happened, then that is coming to you as well. But if it's, gratitude, if it's, wow, yeah, these crazy things have happened in my life. I've had crazy things happen in my life. Amen. Crazy things are happening every day. But it's the idea like, wow, thank you so much that I'm still living. Thank you so much that I've learned these amazing lessons that I'm now able to teach on my YouTube channel to people who are in tune with listening. And so the law of attraction is super important when it comes to manifesting, your best self, and when it comes to finding yourself, and the ability for you to smile and the ability for you to have a good attitude. Everybody's not gonna like that. They're gonna look like, what is she smiling for, and why is she doing this and that? You will hear those things. You will hear people who literally don't like it because you're in your joyful place, or you know how to get back to your joyful place. what you'll learn is that is their prerogative, that's their option, but they actually may not be your tribe. And you will move on to find other people like myself. You're coming across this video for a reason. If you're watching it, you'll find people who are like, oh my gosh, like she's positive as well. Like that's where I want to be. That's where I'm moving into. And you will go to the events that we host, and you'll find other women who are on the same thing, and you guys will connect, and you guys will do business together. Some of the people I'm doing business with right now are women that I connected to through social, and I'm coming into this next level, right? And so just the opportunities that are coming my way, I'm super grateful for. And I know that if I continue to put in the work, the action, the law of attraction, the last half of that word is action. You have to act in that direction. But those actions will then produce you manifesting the life and the person that you really, really want to be. And keep going for it. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Learn your lessons. Be resilient. Come back, okay? And I am rooting for you guys. I'm always praying for you guys. And if you have any questions or if you want to see me do any videos, put your comments below, and I will definitely plan to do a video about whatever it is you ask. All right. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much. All right. Bye.